Monster Movie Media presents.
Blast from the past.
Your weekly dose of
Laughing gas.
you don't like it, you can
Kiss my ass.
cause even James has a
Podcast. Even James has a podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Even James Has a podcast. I am your host, Mr. James H. Carter II. This is episode 69. And this is our holiday special, Behind the Very Beast. This podcast is produced and presented by Monster Movie Media. For all your video and audio production needs, we're here for you. I should come up with some better rhyming like that. Something that rhymes with needs. Also, we produce original entertainment such as this podcast. Check us out at monstermoviemedia.com. And I'm also very happy to announce that Monster Movie Media has just opened a brand new office. And this is the first podcast recorded in our brand new office. That's right. We have opened an office in Asbury Park, New Jersey. 614 Lake Avenue. That's right. We have a brand new office. We're here. We're setting up shop. And watch out. So keep in mind with that. All right. And this show is available on the Stitcher Smart Radio phone application for your telephone. So, everyone, gather around the Yule log. It is time for our holiday special. And what will our holiday special consist of? It will consist of me sharing original songs created by myself over the years with you. That is correct, Amondo. I can't. I gotta stop talking like that. That was really annoying. So we need to start our journey at the beginning, at the very, very beginning, with a little background of why these songs even exist in the first place. Our story begins back in 2004, 8 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ, time flies, huh? Less hair on top and more white hairs in my beard. All right, sorry. All right, back in 2004, myself and Mark, young Mark, co-host of the show, were in a band called Stop King James, and we were recording it. We're working on recording an album. We actually didn't finish it until 2006, but that's because we would only work on the weekends because we had stuff to do during the week. That album that was released in 2006 is titled "Don't Trust Anything That Bleeds for 5 Days and Doesn't Die," and it is an instant classic that you can go get it in the iTunes store right now. I'm not stopping you. Go for it. It's a podcast. Pause it. Whatever. Anyway, so we were working on that, but we like to procrastinate, and we would end up not working on Stop King James songs, but we would end up creating songs for fake bands that we would make up. We would create little backstories and characters and create all these songs for basically our own amusement. And we recorded a lot that year. We probably recorded 3 or 4 albums worth of material between all the different fake bands that we did. I mean, we were just cranking this stuff out, you know. And it was fun. We would even upload some of the. I made MySpace pages for some of these groups and pretend they were real and try to trick people. And we did. We tricked a lot of people. And those stories are very amusing. And I think those are worth podcasts of their own or episodes of their own, because they're not whole podcasts, but definitely elaborate on those stories on other podcast episodes, because they're pretty funny. But I will let you know what you need to know to enjoy these songs right now. So anyways, by the end of the year, you know, the natural thing to do was for us to make a holiday album with all these fake bands. And, you know, we knew that that's exactly what all of our friends wanted for Christmas and Hanukkah from us, and Kwanzaa and winter solstice from us. So we burned some CDRs, and I made a shitty photocopied cover. And in 2004, the James and Mark Holiday Blowout was released. About 2 years later, I would say about 2 years, literally, exactly 2 years later, in 2006, released another album. This one was mostly Mark. He was very inspired to do it. I wasn't really into it, but I did end up contributing 2 songs, one of which is one of my favorite songs I've ever done. So I'm really glad that I actually brought that to the table. But yes, this album was titled The James and Mark Holiday Wonderland of Magic and Mysterious Mystical Mysteries for Purposes of Holiday Wonderment and Fantastical Delight of Blood. Oh, damn, that was all one breath. So that was a fun little record. And the next year, in 2007, we released an album that we decided we wanted to do an album of all negative holiday songs. So we did that. We didn't release it under any fake band names. We did it under our own names, just to kind of like stand behind this. Say this is we said it. It wasn't any fictional characters. This is what we said. This is how we feel. Here, this is it. Cards are on the table. Deal with it. Not a very popular one. Really didn't get much feedback on this one. But you know, we were exercising our demons. We were. I know I was in a very dark place, and you know, I assume that Mark was as well. So in 2007, we released the James and Mark's, or not even James, but not the. James and Mark's Extremely Bitterful Examples of Holiday Humbuggery. So that was fun. And about 2 years ago, I decided that a lot of these songs are too good just to keep, you know, in a circle of friends. You know, keep it hidden in a secret little thing. So I decided to cherry pick some of the best tracks and do like do a compilation. You know, a compilation of some of the best songs, and release them commercially for the world to enjoy and buy. So in 2010, we released The Very Beast of James and Mark's Holiday Classics. And, you know, that album is currently available in the iTunes Store and on Amazon, whatever I want to pronounce it. Just type it in correctly, .com for digital download. And there's that. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to cherry pick through all of the songs. Through all the albums, some tracks that I did, and give a little backstory to it, and play it for you, and all that jazz. All right, the first song I'll be sharing from you is from a group that I created, a fictional group called Floggenschlitz. The concept behind Floggenschlitz is that they were a German electronic group that kind of did dance music. It was kind of industrial, but not super hard edge. But it was definitely inspired by some industrial music. Definitely it's kind of cheesy, but it's still a little hard. I don't sing in German, but I sing with a very shitty German accent. And I make up a lot of words that don't make, things that make sense. A lot of great songs Floggenschlitz recorded. This is one of the groups I definitely made a MySpace page for and just added people in Germany just to see if people would think it was real. And, people did think it was real. I thought we were a real group, and I was really proud of that. So, I was really excited when it came time to do the Floggenschlitz holiday song. So, it was kind of a no-brainer that, they had to do a classic that everyone thinks is classic. So here is Floggenschlitz with Winter Wonderland.
It's Floggenschlitz holiday time! You love it! We got the Kuschnitt in the Huschnitt! Let's all sniff lines! Sleigh bells sing! Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. They're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. You know Floggenschlitz, Fußlicht. In the winter Zeit. Und Vorschlag. Johnny Way is a blue bird here to stay. Is a blue bird sing the love song as we go along. Walking in a winter wonderland. 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 In the meadow we can build a snowman. We can pretend he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face the unafraid, the plans that we've made. Walking in a winter wonderland. 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 Walking in it. Walking in it. from winter time.
Whew, that was great. That was great. Listening to that again, you could barely notice it, but I know it because I remember it happening. That while I was recording it, my phone rang. Now this is not my cell phone. This is a landline. You know how loud those fucking things are. But I had all these like effects on my microphone, so it just sounds like one of those like weird synth sounds. But you know, I didn't stop the answer to the phone, man. I kept it going, kept the party rocking. That was Flogging Schlitz with Winter Wonderland. Of course, I had to replace all the W's with V's. So that was the way I did that one. It's pretty obnoxious, but, you know, that's what I was going for. So let's move on to the next track that I will be sharing. This one is also from the James and Mark Holiday Blowout of 2004. You know, I know I might say this several times tonight. I think I might say this 3 times tonight, that, and I stand behind it, that I've written and recorded a lot of songs in my career of being a musician since I was 15. Several different bands. You know, I've done a lot. I've done a lot. I don't know. Whatever. I've released a handful of shit, and there's just certain tracks that I'm just so proud of, and that are some of my favorite things that I've ever done. And I've been thinking about making a top 10 list of my favorite songs I've ever recorded. And 3 of them would be on the songs I'll be playing tonight. Here's one of them. Let's get into it. Let me explain this one to you. This is a song from a fictional group called The Prophecy of Point Man. And I think I need to explain to you who Point Man is, because this is actually a solo project from another fictional group. This is the original fictional group that was created before I was even friends with Mark, back when I was in a band called Betty's Trash. My co-collaborator, partner in crime, Allison, had created a fake persona named Azraelis, who was some kind of a like super dramatic goth singer, and she'd write poetry and release it online, and just had this persona, and then created a group called Azraelis and the Black Cauldrons. So that was just kind of like, she had the name of the group, and she was just pretending it was a band. And of course, I had to lay down some tracks. Like, we had to make it real. So we ended up recording some songs here and there. And in fact, wow, this is in 2004 as well. Wow, we did so much shit in 2004. In 2004, actually, we released an EP called The 6 Points, which I'm proud of that as well. Great album. So the Black Cauldrons, basically, the Cauldrons are the band, and there's just like endless amount of characters. Some are, just makes up, just not even real, or I mean, of course they're not real. Whatever. I don't know the point I'm making. The point that I'm making is that the main musical director was named Point Man, and that was myself. I played Point Man since I, was creating, the foundation of the music. I'm not sure how I began to be called Point Man. It was kind of like a playoff of being a hype man, like, because the people that when hip hop groups or rappers perform, they have someone perform with them to finish their lines or to get jump around. Flavor Flav is the ultimate hype man, if you know. So it was a playoff of that. I was Point Man. But I decided that it was time for Point Man to do a solo project and get into some little black metal style of music. A little, I mean, it's not really black metal by any means, but that was kind of the concept, that he's gothic and dark or whatever, and Azraelis is kind of slow and not really hard, so he had to go with do his little solo thing, and that's Prophecy of Point Man. So I don't really know how this came to be, but I decided that Prophecy of Point Man should, for the holiday album, that the song that they should do is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Now, I don't really know where that song originated, but the version of the song that I am most familiar with is from the Jackson 5 Christmas album, which is an album that I has been in my life my entire life. Like, I'm 36 years old, and I mean, it was, my parents have had this album on every single format that music has been released on. It's always been there from my earliest memory. I know every fucking note of this album. I love it so much. I mean, I'm not even joking. We had it on 8-track, vinyl, cassette, CD, and now I have it on MP3. I mean, so anyways, they do that song on there, and there's a lot of ad-libbing between the Jackson brothers playing on the background, and so that's what I was covering. I was covering the Jackson 5 version of I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, and it goes like this.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Underneath the mistletoe that night, he understands having you. He thought I was stuck up in my bedroom. I saw mommy tickle Santa Claus. It's a snowy boy. Laugh at the bin. Daddy had only seen mama kissing Santa Claus last night. You saw mama kissing Santa Claus. I did. I did see mother exchanging saliva with Lord Kringle. I'm going to alert father. It is being so snowy white. Daddy had only seen mama kissing Santa Claus last night. I did see mother exchanging saliva with Lord Kringle. You have to believe what I'm saying. You just have to believe the words of me. Come on, fellas. Believe me. You just gotta believe me. So run along. Father must be told. It's not true. You have to believe my words. Believe the words that I say. Yeah. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
What a beautiful holiday song. I love it. All right, moving on. This next track is not a song, but an excerpt from live comedy. So, shit, I don't know where to begin on this one. So, all right. So I had a fictional character I created named Buddy Graham. In fact, Buddy Graham was on the first episode, the very first episode of the Even James podcast, where I played Buddy Graham and myself interviewing myself, which to this day I'm still amazed at the skill that I was able to pull that off. But Buddy Graham originated as not a vocalist, but the guitarist in one of our fictional groups called Petrified NJ. And for some reason, we created this elaborate backstory on who the guitarist was in this fictional group. And, and it would just constantly make up jokes about Buddy Graham and just, I gave him this voice that was very much inspired by John Witherspoon. If you're not familiar with his work, let's see. He does the voice of Grandpa on the Boondocks animated series. He plays Ice Cube's father in Friday. He was the dad or uncle or something on the Wayans Brothers television show. So and that's all I got. If you don't know him from there, whatever. But he was a big inspiration to me. So that was kind of the voice that I gave him. It was kind of John Witherspoon-esque. And yeah. Oh, and then I just as a gift to someone. I don't have to be vague. For that year, 2004, of course, my friend Lisa's birthday, I decided that I would give her a stand-up comedy album of Buddy Graham doing stand-up comedy, which was very much inspired by the old show from the 90s, the Def Comedy Jam or Def Jam's Comedy Jam or whatever the fuck it was. Which, that show, that you might have seen clips from it nowadays where it has like a lot of people that are famous now, like Dave Chappelle's, young Dave Chappelle's on there, Bernie Mac, D.L. Hughley, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to give you a history lesson of the show, but I'm saying there's people on it that actually were good, but most of them were really shitty. And of course, that was the kind of stuff that I love, So Lisa and I always had this joke where I would just make up Def Comedy Jam jokes, So I'm like, oh, I got an idea. For her birthday, I'll just kind of take that style of humor and record a comedy album. Now, I gotta say, I performed this album as though it was live, and I didn't write any material. I was just kind of making up jokes off the top of my head. And I don't even know where that is, actually. I don't even know if I have a copy of that, but there's some really great jokes on there. I'm proud of, for sure. But anyways. So I decided to follow that lead when it came time for the holiday album and have an excerpt of Buddy Graham doing stand-up comedy from a fictional event. So here it is, live from the 6th annual West Patterson Ho Ho Ha Ha-a-thon.
Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? It's Buddy Graham! Buddy Graham! Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure and a full honor to be invited back to West Patterson's 6th annual Ho Ho Ha Ha-thon stand-up comedy Christmas time for the childrens around the way. My name is Buddy Graham from the Petrified New Jersey Band. I play the rock music one boy really, but tonight it's about Christmas and comedy. We could do comedy for y'all. You like comedy right now? That's right. That's right. We're talking about Christmas time. We're talking about Christmas things. That's what the theme is going to Christmas. And I want to know who gonna stand underneath the mistletoe with Buddy Graham in the Bagney Bound Bow. What are y'all gonna be? I presented the question. I went to the Lord's house and I said, the preacher was going, and the boy said, if I saw 50 and 29, and I said, who gonna get underneath the mistletoe? I don't care what that boy, but I don't need somebody. Don't talk about that shit. Yo, then, Buddy Graham don't bite. Boys with me. Hey, done with the sermon is in the Lord. And I'm like, Lord, when he gets on the mistletoe, God damn it. Damn. I'm just playing, y'all. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. But, they're teaching the children the wrong things. I watch the TV special shows. I've seen all that
stuff on the TVs, and I said they seen the boy Santa Claus, and he white on the TV, and that's wrong, because if you look back in the history books or my family photo album, Santa Claus was a brother, and you know this, and stop trying to teach these children was not the truth. You know he's a brother. I don't know why you think that a white man be living up in the North Pole hanging with some L. You know a brother be doing that shit. No, I'm serious though. If my family out, I look back, you know, and I seen him on the corner of 59 and 8th, and he's chilling out there. He had a bottle of Jack, and I saw him by. I had some fine Dakalongas on my side, and I was just buying my own beating. And I was like, Santa Claus, what you doing on 59 and 8? And he said, Buddy Graham. I said, yeah. What are you talking about what Santa Claus doing on 59 and 8? Because I want to know he's supposed to be in North Pole. North Pole goes on day. You don't know there's North Pole. Boy, and run your boy. And I said that, and then Buddy Graham said, pow! You on the north end, and I said, Buddy Graham. That ain't right. Ain't right. That ain't not right. But you know, I like Christmas time. I love the children. I love the Christmas song. I like Christmas song so much. Buddy Graham gonna do one for the children right currently in the present time for the children. And it's like, we gonna do Jingle Bell. Acapella style, the way Buddy Graham know how to do it. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what is it I was gonna say? And that Jingle Bell by Buddy Graham, Budrick Gramerson III, that's who I is. I got Christmas joke, original Buddy Graham original, right now for you. All right, it's called, it don't have a name. Frosty Snowman was walking down the street, and he ran into this fine snow lady. And the snow lady like, Frosty, can I get $2? Frosty Snowman like, bitch, you want $2? I'll give you $2 at the bank. That girl went around and be like, well, Frosty, you owe me goddamn bank. And Frosty be like, well, how's you doing? Bow! Get out my face! Yo, this is Frosty! That's the way. Oh, Buddy Graham! Merry happy Christmas, girl! This is Buddy Graham's show! Check out Petrified NJ! That's my band! We on the new thing! We doing it out! Pow!
Well, that was Buddy Graham live from the 6th annual West Patterson Ho Ho Ha Ha-a-thon, which is a fundraiser for children, which was a fictional event. And I wish it was real. I would go to the annual West Patterson, which is a town in New Jersey, for people who don't know, Ho Ho Ha Ha-a-thon every year if it was real. So, and especially if Buddy Graham was performing there. Anywho, let's see. My thoughts on that, listening to that again, I will say that joke about, the photo album, like, if you look in the history books or my family photo album, that was a really fucking good joke. I'm really proud of that joke. All off the top of my head. These are all freestyle jokes, if you can't tell. I remember at one point I had started to transcribe this particular thing because so much of what Buddy Graham says is incoherent, but most of the time I am saying things there. There are times where I'm not. I'm just saying syllables and mumbling and rambling, but most of that is I'm actually saying words. So I thought it'd be funny to transcribe it so you could read along. The other thing I noticed listening to that was kind of funny was I used the laughing and clapping to make that from a David Cross comedy album. And I could hear little syllables of David Cross's voice in there. Like I didn't edit it so well I can still hear. I just heard all of that. It's very. I mean, you might hear another voice in there and you wouldn't recognize his David. It's like not even syllables. It's like milliseconds of a voice. But that's amusing. So okay, now we're gonna go to the next album, the James and Mark Holiday Wonderland of Magic and Mysterious Mystical Mysteries for Purposes of Holiday Wonderment and Fantastical Delight of Blood. Almost got that out again. As I stated earlier, this was an album that Mark did mostly by himself. I contributed 2 songs. A lot of Mark classics on here. I wish he was here to talk to you about them. But he's not. So I'm going to talk to you about this. I'm going to play one song off of this album. And again, this would be another one of the songs that would be one of the most favorite things I've ever done. This was a song that I did as my rap persona. I am a rapper. I have released some rapping songs. So I have a persona for my rapping self named Champion Status, formerly known as The Champ, THEE. And then I decided, I made the switch to Champion Status. I just thought that was better than The Champ. I made the switch and I haven't looked back. But so it's The Champ on here, but it's Champion Status. And it is a song that is a collaboration between Champion Status and 2 of my fictional characters you just met. That's right. It's a song featuring Buddy Graham and Point Man. And it is a hip-hop song. And I'm not sure. I don't know. I might need to do some research on this to find out. But I'm pretty sure that it is the first black metal hip-hop verse was dropped in this song. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but I'm really positive. And I'm really proud of this song. And I hope you all enjoy it. Here it is. It's called That's Santa Claus.
About the man with the sack. What? Full of toys for the girls and boys, made by the elves that he employs. Who's Long Valley's top MC? It's the Champ. That's me creeping down your chimney. And I'm grabbing all that I see. And I'm not even gonna leave you the last cookie. Damn. On the Champ single about Kris Kringle, on his fat jingles, I'm about to mingle with the hottie at your holiday office party, drinking those Bacardi hot toddies. Get your ass on the copier right before I get on top of ya. Have you saying there's no stopping ya? When the 26 comes, you know I'm swapping ya. Who's that fat motherfucker on your block? If the L's on lock, that's Santa Claus.
Who is that fat motherfucker in the sleigh giving gifts on?
That's Santa Claus. Who's that fat motherfucker at the mall taking pictures with all y'all? Christmas Eve is toys. He'll be that Santa Claus. Bam, it's Buddy Grandma, son. Known to bring the drama, son. I ain't from Alabama, son. Red Bank, what the fuck y'all think? And if you want a happy holiday, that's not blank. Cause I'm the Grinch that stole more than your Christmas. I'll grab your girl and that hot mother swish miss. Oh yeah, just in case you missed it, I'm the one that said just grab her in the biscuits. Not just playing, that's my boy Hump the Hump. And you a fine knocker-lugger, you should shake your rump. You ain't getting no gift, I ain't no joke. I know it's Christmas Eve, but I really don't give a fuck. And you better be dressed like Mrs. Claus before you drop my drawers. Ain't go for y'all. All your ho-ho-hos, you can jingle my bell. That's another Christmas spent at the Molly Pitcher Hotel. That motherfucker on your block, keep the elves on lock. That's Santa Claus.
Who's that fast motherfucker to say? That's
Santa Claus. Who's that fat motherfucker at the mall taking pictures with all y'all? Santa Claus. Christmas Eve is toys he'll leave. That's Santa Claus.
time for a sea ride from the dark side. Many snowmen have died. With all that aside, I drop by to deliver my prophecy. Forget Xmas.
You know who that be.
White man from the black cauldron. If you haven't heard of us, fuck them along. Either way, Santa Claus does not exist. And I curse with a black X.
Who's that fat motherfucker on your block? Keep the elves on lock. That's Santa Claus.
Who's that fast motherfucker to say?
That's Santa Claus. Who that fat motherfucker at the mall taking pictures with all y'all? That's Santa Claus. On Christmas Eve, it's toys he'll leave. That's Santa Claus.
It's monster movie music, y'all. Monster movie music, y'all. Monster movie music, y'all. It's the champ. And we out.
Woo! That is a holiday classic right there. Let me fucking tell you. Oh my god, such a great song. So proud of it. I hope you loved it. That's Santa Claus, the champ, aka champion status, featuring Buddy Graham and Point Man. I'd say, first of all, my rhymes are amazing. Like that, I have no problem saying that the rhymes I threw down in this song, like the skill level that I displayed here, you know, it could just slay half of the mainstream hip hop artists today. Like they couldn't even comprehend the devastating lyrics that I just threw into the world here. Like amazing shit. I mean, I'm the Grinch that stole more than your Christmas, or grab your girl on your hot mug of Swiss Miss. Like, ugh, that's fucking good, man. It's good. Anyways, what else did I say about this song? What's my memory of this song? I remember the lyrics were coming in. I was inspired, and I was not at home, and I needed to write it down. I was at the mall. I was that fat motherfucker at the mall, and I asked someone at a store if I could have a pen. I took a flyer and I wrote on the back side of the flyer these lyrics. I had to get them out. And I mean, that's what inspiration hit, and I just did it all. It was great. You might notice at the end, I was saying something about Monster Movie Music, and of course we are part of Monster Movie Media, but that's where Monster Movie Media started, as music, because Monster Movie Music is what is the company that released that Stop King James album. So that was referenced to Monster Movie Music. And in 2010 is when I switched the company from Monster Movie Music to Monster Movie Media. That's where it all began, right there. All right, let's keep the momentum going. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna go to the next album. The next album, James and Mark's Extremely Bitterful Examples of Holiday Humbuggery, from 2007. Like I said, it's a holiday song full of negativity. And, not too much to say. No fake bands here. Released this under myself. I don't even know what to say about this next song, but I think it speaks for itself. And if I could think of something to say after it, I will. But it's a very beautiful holiday song titled My Christmas Wish.
car in the Santa's sleigh. My Christmas wish is you get an STD on Christmas Day. Because you slutty ways and left me to decay. Here it is, alright. Here's your Christmas gift. Your new boyfriend's face covered in my piss. You will never forget that I exist. You will always be on my naughty shit list. I just cannot believe you stole my Christmas tree. Why the fuck did you leave me alone on Christmas Eve? I just cannot believe you stole my Christmas tree. Why the fuck did you leave me alone on Christmas Eve?
That was that beautiful holiday song, My Christmas Wish, which was obviously a bitter ex-girlfriend song. The names and persons in this song are fictitious and don't resemble anyone living or dead. Any comparison is purely coincidental. Or whatever. I remember something funny about that song too. That whole "You're Gonna Die" thing. I was copying Chris Rock. He did a parody of that song. That advice. It was like a song for advice when you graduate. His parody was "No Sex in the Champagne Room." So I don't know if you remember that or not or whatever. But that's why I said that. It's just a little joke. It's a 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 joke. Alrighty. I'm going to play for you another song off of that album. This one was called Combination Gift. It was in... I did, there's... This one definitely has a disclaimer. So, my birthday is December 18th, which was earlier this week. I'm recording this on the 21st? Yeah, 21st. And, you know, I'm 36 years old. I don't really give a shit about gifts. I mean, I appreciate gifts. Let me rephrase that. I love gifts, but I don't expect gifts from anyone or anything. Especially my family. I mean, there's so many fucking kids and babies, you know, they can get gifts, you know, it's all good. So this frustration is definitely channeling back from my youth when getting gifts on your birthday and Christmas or you know, was very important and was mainly the way that I got stuff. Parents would always hold out. I wouldn't get stuff, you know, all year round. I would just have to wait till those times a year. So that was, you know, pretty sweet. But, or not sweet, I don't know, whatever. But there'd always be those family members who'd be like, this one's for your birthday and Christmas. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, give me a fucking break. All right? My birthday and Christmas are 2 separate fucking days. They're a week apart. So, you know, that's what inspired this.
Why does everyone with a birthday in late December always get fucked over? Well, this is how I feel about that.
Oh, that was that. The music to that song was completely stolen. 100%. That was an instrumental song by a group called the Ghastly Ones. Banshee Beach. Banshee. I can't say it. Banshee. Is that how you say it? Banshee? Whatever. We have reached the final song I'll be sharing with you in this holiday special. And this song is very dear to me. It's also very touchy subject matter. And since this is behind the music or of it, I'm going to explain why I wrote it, what it means, and all that jazz. So this was originally released on the James and Mark's Extremely Bitterful Examples of Holiday Humbuggery, definitely in line with the theme of that album. But when I put together the very beast of, I wanted to include it, but just like that Ghastly One song, the music was stolen. It was originally. I didn't even say what the song was. I started talking about like you knew what it was. It was another rap song that I released under my name, but it is back to being under Champion status. I took the beat from Dr. Dre's Bang Bang, I think that's the song. So I rapped over that, but I really wanted to include this on the commercial release. So I actually redid the song. I created an original beat. That's what they call the music in rapping songs. Beats. I created an original beat. I wrote and recorded it and all that stuff, but it is musically is very much a tribute to the music from ICP, Insane Clown Posse, in case you're not familiar. Song Mad Professor from 1999. It's very similar to that. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't until I got to listen to it, I was like, man, that's just like Mad Professor. So it was subconscious. But it's all good, as the kids say. But that's the least of anyone's concern. So this song is called Keep Christ Out of Christmas. And like I said, it has been controversial and upsetting to certain people that have heard it. So I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna say this. Let's talk about my religious beliefs. Something I never talk about on the show. I try to keep religion and politics out of the show. You know, I was raised to not talk about that stuff at the dinner table, and you know, and everything I was raised to do, I do. No, whatever. It's not what I want to talk about out here. But I think it's definitely relevant to bring up. I consider myself to be agnostic. Pretty plainly to say that I believe there is a higher power. I don't know what it is. But I am not a fan of organized religion. Like, let me clarify too. I don't really care what anyone else believes in. That's cool. Do your thing. Right on. But I'm just talking about for me. The organized religion I've had the most exposure to is Christianity, due to my family. And, you know, I really don't care for it. Because it's a religion based on a book that a bunch of people made up a long time ago. So I don't really know why people chose that book to follow. But, you know, more power to them. So I also love Christmas. As you could tell, I made all these songs. So I've always loved Christmas. I love Christmas lights. I have Christmas lights in my house year round. And like the gifts part, that's always awesome. The exchanging, giving, you know, that's fun. I like seeing my family and my friends. And my birthday is usually around that time as well. So I pretty much like everything about Christmas except for the Christ part. So whenever I see these Keep Christ in Christmas things, I'm like, I feel the exact opposite way. So I always wanted to do a song with that title. And I always wanted to do like a somewhat serious song about it. But, you know, I decided not to do a serious song with that title. I decided to take on a persona. Even though I put it under my name, I decided to take on a persona of, you know, just real, it's a real jerk, for lack of a better term. So, you know, it was very much inspired by the rapper Necro, who I was listening to a lot at that time, because I said his music is very aggressive, negative, offensive. I would say all those are appropriate adjectives to describe his music. And I was going through a dark time, and his music was channeling that negative energy and making me feel better. So I was very inspired by Necro when I did this song. So while I stand behind the fact that I named a song Keep Christ Out of Christmas, you know, all the things I'm talking about doing, I don't personally condone, you know, so it's not really how I feel about things, but it's really funny. And so I stand behind my artistic vision of the song 100%. I'm very proud of this song. So here it is. Keep Christ Out of Christmas, 09.
A group of women making it their mission to keep Christ in Christmas. We are trying to get across the message that Christmas is about the birth of Jesus. Just trying to put the significance back on what it's all about. The birth of Christ.
Christmas Eve, chillin' with my crew. Drunk as hell, looking for something to do. My boy was like,
Yo, I got an idea, Harold.
what's that, son?
Let's go Christmas caroling.
So we hit the block with our tunes. Frosty, Rudolph, and Jingle Bells too. Then some fool was like,
How about some songs about our Savior?
that's when he got a dose of our behavior. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm about to shove these Jingle Bells in your mouth. Christmas ain't got shit to do with that guy. It's about Santa, toys, and sweet potato pie. Then he said some more stupid shit.
Christmas about Jesus Christ, and that's it.
Then I popped the whole fool in the lip. As he fell down, I said it's about Santa Claus, bitch. Yo, just in case you missed it, you should keep Christ out of Christmas. The only thing that gets me pissed is seeing Christmas trees and crucifixes. Yo, just in case you missed it, you should keep Christ out of Christmas. The only thing that gets me pissed is seeing Christmas trees and crucifixes. Midnight mass, you can kiss my ass. I'd rather be at home with a tall glass of eggnog, that's my favorite drink. While I'm sitting up waiting for my boy Saint Nick. I don't want to hear Luke 2:120. I just want a card with lots of money. I don't want to see a nativity scene. I want to see your girl beneath me, getting busy by a Christmas tree while you're upstairs praying on your knees. Sorry, man, agnostics gotta stick together. Like Veronica and JD from Heathers. You're gonna wanna read another Bible verse. This wants to be my private Christmas nurse. Curing me of all this religious imagery in and out and around my fucking Christmas tree. Just in case you missed it, you should keep Christ out of Christmas. The only thing that gets me pissed is seeing Christmas trees and crucifixes. Yo, just in case you missed it, you should keep Christ out of Christmas. The only thing that gets me pissed is seeing Christmas trees and crucifixes.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel, man. If you don't like it, I don't really give a fuck. Yo, it's James H. Conn II, champion status, Stop King James, the saddest music in the world, monster movie music, the domino effect, and you know what? Fuck yourself.
And that's it. That is it. I also want to give a special shout out to that song because I referenced the film Heathers. I believe that's the first time in a hip hop song that Heathers was shot out. So way to go, me. Another interesting thing at the end, I was giving a roll call of my current projects, I guess, at the time. So I said Stop King James. And the second thing I said was the saddest music in the world, which is electronic project that I've done a few little things, but I haven't really focused on that. And I really hope to release some new saddest music in the world tracks in 2013. So that was that. And that's some Monster Music again, which of course Monster Media didn't exist yet. And then I gave a shout out to the Domino Effect, which was the name of my original video production company. So I kind of merged Monster Music and the Domino Effect, and we now have Monster Media. So that's all the tidbit we have for that. So, oh boy, this has been fun. This has been a blast. Let's see. So out of the songs I played tonight, I'll let you know what songs are available for you to download. I'll have the links in the show notes, or you can just go to the iTunes or Amazon and search for all yourself. But Flog and Schlitz Winter Wonderland, Prophecy of Point Man, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, James S. Carter II, Under My Christmas Wish, and Keep Champion Status, Keep Christ Out of Christmas, 09, are all available commercially, along with, actually I'll tell you all the songs that are on there. Okay, we got besides that, we have a song called Christmas Without You by the Heartless Sleeves, Lexicon Lore and Our Very Bad Ideas do Santa, Satan, Synapsiums and such, Symposium and such. I can't pronounce that word. A very special track, which I really wish that we're able to get some of the contributors of that song on the show tonight, but it couldn't happen. There's Jewish Sisters United with menorahs and stuff. The Wonderkin Connection with my Girl of My Dreams. Younger Mark, I'm Getting Nuttin', parentheses nothing, for Christmas. Young Mark with Come Home for Christmas. The Crazy Cowboy with The Crazy Cowboy Christmas. And Young Mark again with The Farewell Ballad. Oh wait, what's the full title of this song? It's cutting off. Why are you cutting off on me? I'm trying to share it with the good folks at home. The Farewell Ballad of Wonderment and Joy of Blood, I believe it's called. It's cutting off, but I'm just going by memory. yeah, so you can get the whole thing for $9.99 or get the tracks that you like. You know, they're all there on the internet. And the money goes to a very good cause, keeping this show on the air of the podcast. That's a good cause. That's a great cause. Anyways, I know Hanukkah just ended, so I hope it was a fucking blast. I hope you guys have a great, Christmas and all that shit. And all that stuff. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. We're gonna put a fork in this baby. So, let's let me tell you the stuff you need to know before I jet. You can follow me on Twitter at James H. Carter 2 or the show at James Podcast. Email us jamespodcast@gmail.com. Please visit our amazing website, The Even James is a podcast.com, for videos of stuff we're talking about, show notes. You can leave us a voicemail right there. Sign up for our newsletter, which I got some information about that in a minute. And all that fun stuff is all right there. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. And of course, the show is available in iTunes and on Stitcher. And if you don't have Stitcher, go to www.stitcher.com/JamesPodcast. And use James Podcast as a promo code. You can win $100. Simple, bam, bam, bam. All right. Well, this is the last episode of 2012. And this has been an amazing year for the Even James is a podcast. We've produced a record number of episodes. I wonder what that number is. like you say something like that and you're not even prepared to say what that number is. Let's take a look here. Let's see. We started with episode 37, right? So let's see. We've done 32 episodes this year. Now, that might not seem like a lot, because a lot of podcasts come out every week. But, Jesus Christ, man, 32 episodes. The show has been around for almost 6 years. And, we definitely have not produced that many in 1 year. So that's an accomplishment within itself. Congratulations to us. Congratulations to all the people that we've met. Congratulations that have been listening. We love you guys, old listeners, new listeners. This has been a fun ride. It's been a great year for the show. It really has. And the show is going to continue on. In our next episode, I will be finally announcing the winner of the contest to get your own personal podcast for signing up for our email newsletter. I know we're supposed to announce that back in November, but shit happens. So get ready for that. I'll probably talk about some things that a little best of 2012. I don't like when people do best of 2012 or best of the year before the year's over. You never know. You never know what's going to happen those last few weeks. For example, Django Unchained. This is 40. This is 40 came out today. Django Unchained comes out on Christmas. Jesus, man. I'm going to love those fucking movies, so they might get in my best of list. So, that's about it. So thank you for listening, and keep one foot in the grave and one in the gutter.